Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We continue to be in this descending broadening wedge. It's a pretty choppy price structure that we see here, but it's exactly what I highlighted to you already yesterday, that we are in a choppy range, okay? So you have to expect quick up and down. This is not necessarily manipulation. It is purely what the market is like. The market hasn't fully made up its mind yet. We are in a range. We have significant support in this region around 29,740. That's no surprise. That's the lower boundary line of that range. So from that point of view, the market is just doing what it's supposed to be doing. In the previous video, we said, okay, maybe we started already the wave 4 here yesterday with the A wave, then a B wave down with a potential C wave rally to come. That is still obviously on the table. Nothing has changed yet. If we go down more directly, then we might already be in the fifth wave. Yeah. Note that we don't need that C wave. Bitcoin yesterday has already retraced into the red zone, which was the minimum target for the circle wave 4. So from that point of view, scenario is already fulfilled. I would prefer a clearer three-wave structure, but it doesn't necessarily need it, okay? So the trend is down. We are in an overall local, well, not an overall downtrend, in a local downtrend as Bitcoin works its way to this wave 2. Or through this wave 2 correction, and it should go lower. All I'm saying here is that there is a potential for this bounce into the wave 4 before we go down lower. Then ideally at some point we get that B wave bounce, which will lead to more of a chop before we come down in a C wave, which will also be a 5-wave move, right? So you will get quite choppy price action here until that B wave is complete, I would say. Yeah. So we focus on lower on this chart as long as price stays below 30,650. Again, there is a chance here, especially on the Bitcoin chart, to form that C wave of wave 4 before we head down lower. Yeah, so short term, you could say bearish, very short term, potential for a bit of a bounce. If we get it, good. If not, also good. Overall, I want Bitcoin to get lower into this yellow support area, because this is the area that eventually in this wave 2 price should really visit and where it should turn around. Yeah, we've got first support in this region between, well, at 29,150, then 28,314 and so on, 27,475 and so on. Below 26,280, however, this scenario is not really valid anymore and not likely anymore. So what that means is this wave 2 can go down all the way to that level, but below that level, probabilities for a bullish outcome of this setup reduce, because that's all it is. It's just a setup. We've got 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this 5-wave move was a wave 1. So we're looking forward to a wave 2 retracement at the moment in 3 waves. And as long as it's holding that 78.6 fib, we can expect an outcome to the upside. But it's only a setup, so it's not guaranteed to work out. It's a setup, yeah. We had a few good setups that worked out recently. Really good one, especially on the Bitcoin chart. Whereas on, a lot of the altcoin charts are less reliable at the moment. Bitcoin, Ethereum are more reliable. I can't stress that enough. It's just not a very good time for altcoins at the moment, because they are not only rather unclear charts, many of them have also made new bear market lows and so on, and some even new all-time lows. Yeah, but I don't really cover the charts that make new all-time lows because they are just dead. Okay, so again, we're looking for lower here. The reactions to the upsides are very weak. So what I'm doing, I'm just basically accumulating a little bit in this range as we go down lower, and we'll use those sometimes very fast short-term rallies into resistance to take some opportunistic profits. Yeah, and then build my core position with that. That's all I do at the moment, because we're in a range. We're not really trending at the moment. Yeah, in this time frame, we're just in a range. So again, I'm looking for lower, but I see the potential for a bounce in the wave 4 and at some point in the B wave, because we are now obviously here in this, this is, as I said, very strong structural support. That's exactly that. Bitcoin is fighting with that level. Yeah, it's sort of a bit of a range, of course, but all these previous swing lows came to that level, and there's a lot of buying pressure down here. So all the way up obviously to the end of the range. I'm not sure if we're gonna get there again in this here in this movement, but if a B wave occurs, that can always be high. So essentially we're just here doing this all the time. But a more substantial drop below 29,740 will, I think, cause finally Bitcoin to wrap up this A wave of the wave 2. So we continue to observe it. Expect choppy price action. Yeah, I cannot stress that often enough. The larger degree count is fairly clear. The lower degree count is actually also fairly clear, but still you have to expect wave count changes within this range, because there is just a lot of volatility going on and you are hitting the pivot points all the time. But at the moment it's following it quite nicely, going quite nicely according to script. And yeah, maybe we get that C wave bounce. Again, it would be another opportunity to take some profits. If not, then the idea is that we are finishing off this A wave with the next low. Then I'd be watching for a B wave top or B wave rally before we come down eventually in C. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.